Hey guys, what's going on today? We're just in the garage messing around with the second gen. It's been just snowstorms and freezing cold the past 2 weeks while we've been redoing the dyno bay. So just been trying to mess around in here. I'll show you what I've been up to. So got a boost gauge so we can hook that up to see what back pressure is here. Just doing an oil change on it. Picked up some meth because we've always just ran washer fluid in there, so we'll see what kind of a difference that makes. A lot of times, you know, these second gens just have just a ridiculous amount of wiring under the dash, so just been going through and kind of ripping that out. It had all sorts of switches and lights in here and whatnot, so just want to rip all that out and do an oil change on it, because you know, it does just kind of sit here and then I take it out and just do countless dyno pulls with it. So besides that, I have a turbo that's supposed to be here Monday. Got a T3 Scheid speed to try. I do have a T4 for when we try the 369 on it. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow it's supposed to warm up a little bit and we can go over to the shop and do some dyno pulls. I know a bunch of you recommended running the Edge and the Quadzilla on some lower tunes because with the bigger pump and whatnot, so we want to try that. And I do still have that Power Max 3 I want to throw on here to try. And then of course we have the stock lines test that we want to try, because right now it has the 08 4s on it. A lot of people say it'll pick up some power switching to stock lines. And then I'd like to kind of do a test. This is a BD manifold versus the Scheid speed. I know people say Scheid speeds are supposed to, you know, help making power up top. So we'll see on a VP truck. All right, so got the oil all changed. Got a exhaust back pressure gauge plumbed in. Room for some couple other gauges. Cleaned up a bunch of wiring. Still obviously have more to do. There's the exhaust back pressure gauge. I guess I could have filmed it, but just drilling and tapping the manifold, nothing too crazy. Here's all the wiring that I ripped out of this thing. Quite a bit. I'm happy that I did. There's a little bit of questionable wiring done. So as you can see, my wiring debacle has gone a little further than I wanted it to. Basically, when I was going through the wiring, I found this harness was all burnt. And I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but this truck, the taillights have never worked on it. And now kind of when I was messing with the wiring, I lost turn signals too. But this is all shorted, this harness. So if I touch it to ground, you can see it's powering up the lights. So we're gonna have to go through this harness, which is why I pulled the dash forward. I could have made a video on this, but honestly, I was just a little bit annoyed that I had to even do it. So it is pretty simple on a second gen. Basically pull out the radio, pull out the HVAC, pull out the cluster. There's a 13 on both sides. There's a row of 8 mils across the top. There's some support brackets down there, and then you drop the steering column. It's really not that complicated. But yeah, let's get into this. All right, so we made it to the shop. Hear that nice Scheid chop back there. There's a lot of snow. It's been very cold for the past 2 weeks and it's just snowed a lot. Truck obviously did terrible in the snow, you know, no ABS, street tires, really touchy throttle, second gen, but we made it. Here it is. Check out the new dyno bay. How nice is this now? All new tin put up, new toolbox, floor epoxied, mud and dirt from my truck driving it here. Love that. Check out how nice this is in here. Man, that turned out good. Nice and bright. strap the truck down.
All right, guys, she's all strapped down. We'll start with a little test hit, no tune. We're gonna work our way up through all 5 levels on the edge today. That sounded really spicy. Let's see what we made. Yeah. I should also point out, I am doing torque today for the first time, so check this out. This is with no 707, no tune, just shy of 1,300 foot-pounds of torque. All right, guys, so like I said, that was no tune, 707. Now we're gonna put the comp on tune 1. Let's see what we can do. Oh, boys, today is the day. Comp level 1, 721 horsepower. Down a little bit on torque, but that does not matter. We are making steam today. Comp level 2, still making more power, 726, and we got some of that torque back there, 1,324. I mean, guys, come on. This is a 10 plus, maybe 12-year-old 6473. A set of Monster Mike 6x13, Scheid Stage 2. And look at the power that we're making right now. If you don't like DPs, you're gay. All right, comp level 3, 727, 1313. We are starting to taper off a little bit. We will run the other levels just to see, but it seems to be like this truck with the big pump and big injectors is happiest around tune 2 so far. All right, guys, we're switching to tune 4 now, and we'll see. I kind of suspect that the lower tune with the bigger pump, the level 2, which made the most power, is gonna kind of be where we're at, but we'll see. Oh, still making power on level 4, 730, 1336. We're still making power. So guys, we got one more tune to try, level 5. Last time on level 5, we made 697 or 693 or something. Kind of just shy of 700. Honestly, if you guys are wondering why it's up on power so much today, all I did to the truck was an oil change. I bought real water meth instead of washer fluid, and the weather is a bit colder out. That's really all I can explain. It's the same dyno, same correction factor. Like this is, you know, this is where I work. It's the same dyno we use. I haven't changed anything on it. So yeah, she's just happy today. I guess just making some steam. The only other thing I will do, whatever I dyno the highest on, I'm gonna turn the rad box on, and I'm just gonna see if we can pick up some torque. Then once we have the tune that makes the most power, I'm probably going to introduce a Smarty to see if we can get some fuel down low / make some more torque and just kind of play around. Just another side note here, if you guys can appreciate how many dyno runs this truck has done since I've got it, yeah, that's all in like the past couple months. Basically sits in my garage, and then I do like 20 dyno pulls with it, so she's a beast, you know, knock on wood. It's a good ass truck. Okay, that felt like a ton of power, and I don't think it's ever fueled in that high of RPM before. It's smoky as hell in the shop right now. I wonder what that's gonna be. There we go, level 5, 725, so actually down some power. I don't know why, but that felt like a crazy pull. I mean, this is brown. It did carry way further out in the RPM, but that's crazy. So guys, I know brown is down a few horsepower, but look how much further it carried the power up top. That's really amazing. Like, it's so much further before I got off it because it started losing power. I'm really happy I have an in-cab video of that, because that was, it just felt I'm just watching the in-cab of that. Yeah, like that level 5 tune literally carried power until 3,500 RPMs. Usually I start to lose power at 3,200. So that's super cool. Right now I have level 5 and level 4 up. Level 5 is what carried the RPM and the power for much longer. And then level 4 is when we made the most power on. So I'm gonna turn on the rad box and see if that makes any kind of difference on these two power levels. All right guys, let's see now. Remember when we tested the rad box before, it didn't make any more power? So yeah, pretty much the same results here. Not making any more power, but we did pick up about 18 foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty good. Not bad for flicking a switch. So right now we have comp box level 5. We made 725 horsepower, 1,296 foot-pounds of torque. Level 4 we did 730 and 1336. And then level 5 with the rad box on, we did around the same horsepower, 724, and a bit more torque, like 20 foot-pounds more, 1,316 foot-pounds. So it looks like, I'm assuming because of the bigger pump, level 4 is going to be our best tune. So yeah, I was just trying to think of what else I did over the past couple of weeks that could make it, you know, gain 30 or 40 horsepower or whatever. So I did oil change. I bought real meth instead of washer fluid. I got rid of those Duratracks, which were like a 33 or a 34. I put some factory forged wheels on with the smaller tires, so it's less rotating resistance. What else did I do? I ripped a ton of wiring out. Like, I don't know if something was being interfered with. The meth was definitely working, but maybe not spraying as much as it should. I don't know. I ripped a ton of wiring out of this truck, so maybe that was affecting something. But yeah, great result. But yeah, she's working well today. I'm sure the cold air helps. Looks like a friggin' eyeliner on. Blew a bunch of soot back in here. I guess the last thing I'm going to test is everyone wants to know what the difference that meth makes is. So I'll do a run with the meth off, probably level 3 or 4, not level 5, and just see. My EGT gauge is not working. It works on the meth, so it would have been nice to kind of see what it does for EGT. Besides that, the other test I want to do is I have like at least 10 tunes for the Quadzilla now. Some guys reached out to me, so I'd like to try those. And the other big one I want to test is switching to stock lines, because apparently that's supposed to pick up power. And then after that, we'll probably put the bigger injectors in. I got some turbos to test. I got speed to test. Yeah, let's just see what it does without the map, I guess. So there's the difference in meth, about 27 horsepower. I did 730 with meth on tune 4, 1,336 foot-pounds of torque. Did 703 level 4 with the meth off, 1,282 foot-pounds of torque. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the Edge comp testing. I wish, if someone knows how much timing the new comp is adding on the different levels, shoot me a message, because I'd love to know just what the differences are. But pretty happy with those numbers. Yeah, like I said, we've obviously got our other tests to do, so appreciate you guys watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, just kind of help me build the channel. That'd be awesome. I'll be able to keep bringing you guys some good VP content. Anyways, till the next video, thanks guys.